Hello everyone, Johnny Minder here, and today we are continuing to learn Japanese with Super Mario Advance 4, that is the Game Boy Advance version of Super Mario Bros. 3. Last time we continued playing the reader levels, and we'll keep on doing that this time. We'll see, doubt we'll finish them all today. In that case, of course, we'll continue them also next time. But yeah, without further ado, let's start. As usual, Super Mario Bros. 3. And yeah, as usual now we play course card, Course Cardo. We've finished the main game. By the way, as you can see, last time we unlocked one of the Toad houses. It was a mini game. And yeah, I checked and we unlocked it because we got enough advanced coins. So yeah, we'll try, while we won't get them all, we'll try to get, hopefully, simply by playing without having to replay levels beyond when we want to beyond finishing them. We'll get enough. I think it was 50 and 80 respectively to unlock the other two. And as usual, we try to get all the e-reader plus coins also. But yeah, last time I think we finished as Luigi, so I swapped to Mario. And so we can start playing this level. But of course, first and foremost, we have the name Patametto no nori na se. First and foremost, we have Patametto, which is the Japanese name of a Mario enemy. I'm not completely sure. It's the flying Buzzy Beetles. Not sure their exact name at this point. The ones seen in these. But yeah, you can tell because the first part is Pata from Pata Pata. And onomatopoeia, which we'll check, of course, as usual, the accent. Hopefully it's on the first syllable, like, yeah, and it is, like for onomatopoeias as the rule. Of course, there might be some exceptions, but yeah. So, pata pata. And onomatopoeia, which is the flapping. In our case, of wings. Flapping could be also of a flag, a fan, fluttering, and other similar meanings. And it's actually also the Pata Pata is the Japanese name of paratroopers. But yeah, in this case it's abbreviated. And then we have Metto, which is Buzzy Beetle's Japanese name. And funny enough, it's also an abbreviation because I'm pretty sure it's from Heru Metto, helmet in English. Speaking of, we check its accent, of course. And yeah, as expected, on the first syllable, he, just like in English, Herumetto. Notice the additional double consonant in Japanese compared to English. Then we have the object particle O, written as wo and pronounced as such in careful speech and also singing. And last but not least, we have a verb, a compound verb, from noru. I think it's actually unaccented, so noru, because we have seen it, or at least I mentioned it, I think in Kirby's Adventure. Noru means to get on a train, plane, bus, ship, and so on. To board, to get in, to take, to embark. I think it can actually be used also as to ride for horses, but yeah. Of course, in modern Japanese, you more often than not see it as get on one of those trains, planes, buses, and so on. It's a U verb, godan verb, so we can change the U into I to make the continuative form. In this case, to then attach the second part of the compound, which is konasu. Actually, I think unaccented konasu. We have definitely seen it before on its own. I think during the Legend of Zelda series, maybe also Kirby, but yeah, konasu on its own would mean to digest. Also, and by extension, to be able to use, to be good at, the good command of. And so yeah, after the mass stem of a verb, so the continuative form of a verb, it means to do well, the action of the first verb, to do completely the action of that verb. It's on its own unaccented, but yeah, nori konasu is actually accented, so be careful. Despite the two verbs on their own being both unaccented. And it means to manage skillfully, to maneuver, for example, a car or a horse. I'd say most likely that's the original meaning, since we have seen noru used to get on a car, for example. And as we can see in this version, yeah, also a horse. Yeah, so to maneuver then of course it's a U verb, godan verb, so we can change the U into E to make the imperative form in plain speech. So the translation becomes maneuver the flying Buzzy Beetles. Again, unfortunately, I don't remember the exact name. Maybe I can see it here by quickly checking the name of these. Okay, yeah, simply Para Beetle in at least these ones, according to the English title of this level, which is Para Beetle Challenge. So yeah, just like in Japanese, Pata Pata from Paratroopa's name, and Metto, which is Buzzy Beetles. Okay, without further ado, let's start it. Let's give it a try. We have 5 coins. Let's try to get as many F as possible. Of course, it's an auto-scroller as expected. And oh boy, with these it will be tough. Yeah. Honestly, I think we have a leaf. We might use it for such a level. Yeah. Hopefully we don't lose it immediately. Yeah, no, thank you to the fire flower. We want to keep the leaf as much as possible. But yeah, if you actually, at first, when you land on them, they slightly go lower, but then they fly upwards. Which is what we definitely want here. But oh boy, we immediately lost. Let's actually do it like this. Since I have some... Of course, not this. Because honestly, I have some doubts I'll be able to make it. And especially in a decent amount of time. So yeah, sorry, but not sorry. The show must go on, literally. Of course, try to do better. Not like that. Let's get the advance coin. Yeah, the issue there is that I am too far behind. Let's actually do this. Yeah, for now I'm doing well without... let's actually do this. But oh boy. By doing that, I actually... that wasn't good. Okay, so we have to go back here. They have to be careful this time. Yeah, you have to keep them at a certain... Yeah, it's a cool level, but quite a difficult one. Yeah, so... unfortunately, we are not getting that advanced coin there. But doesn't matter, we are not trying to complete these levels, but simply to fully play them. Okay, now I have to jump on them. Okay, let's try it like this. Okay. We are doing it. So yeah, apart from that horrible start, funny enough, I actually did it without rewinding much. As soon as I got into the groove. But yeah, since one mistake means having to restart and it's an auto-scroller, yeah, no. Better to do it this way for the sake of playing more levels. Okay, let's swap to Luigi. And now we have this level. On peut block de ass chick. Funny enough, we have actually seen all these words in previous levels, but not combined. First and foremost, we have on peut, should be unaccented if I recall correctly. I think we have seen it last time. It means musical note. On sound noise, also an abbreviation in this case, let's say, of ongaku, which means music, and so musical, and then pu, which comes from fu. Well, technically, originally it was pu, but then it became fu because of the evolution of the Japanese language, and it stayed pu in this case because of the previous ompu. By the way, when followed by p is pronounced as m. But yeah, it has several meanings. The one that interests us is sign, mark, note, and so yeah, musical note. And then block, so block from English, and yeah, these are the note blocks, as we have seen before. Then we have the particle de, so in this case with the means. And last but not least, we have Asurechikku. We have seen it that it's technically from English athletic, as in also athletics sport, but in our case an adventure course, an obstacle course, outdoor implied. And by the way, accented on the chi, so Asurechikku. Yeah, we have another. So we have another obstacle course with note blocks. Wish me good luck, as I'm not the best at these note blocks. But actually, just like last time, at least for now, we are not. Well, now it starts, of course, the pit start. Never mind this stupid death. But yeah, I was worried that, and there could be more of that. Not me simply jumping into the pit because I didn't jump at all. Although that's the issue of note blocks. It isn't as easy to jump on them because you have to time it. But yeah, of course, nothing to do with me simply not doing it at all in that case. That was all on me, and so yeah, we were also at the start of the level. We took it. Okay. Okay. Let's see if here there's yes, nice. There's a power up, and so a leaf in our case. Okay, I wonder if I can make the jump there. I think I could with yeah. Not now that the paratroopa is a regular Koopa. Maybe now. Too late. Let's wait a little and see if they come back. Okay. Too late. Let's see if they come back again. Because there's an advance block there, advance coin there. Let's see which one. Yeah, it's the third. Wonder if there was actually, if that's the pipe where you, from which you leave, and there was one before it. Most likely, considering that. Or it could be here. Okay, maybe we'll try it now. Let's wait for the. Perfect. And this one will enter. Okay, no. The other one, since it goes to the right, that was... I guess the one we saw before was an exit. Oh boy, we have all these... yeah, Now doing this without the leaf, I seriously doubt it. We'll give it one more try, and after that we'll leave if we can't make it. With these jumps help in this case. Okay, we got the advanced coin, nice. Good thing the paratroopers despawn. If not, it would be quite a mess down there. Okay. So let's try to leave since we are running out of time with our 2 coins. Okay. Yeah, no. Sorry, but we're not replaying just because of that. Okay, we got a star. Okay, so we can swap to Mario. Okay, let's see. The next level. It's calledひこうせんはとまらない. First and foremost, we have ひこうせん, which means should mean flying ship, because it's flying ship and so an airship, because it's a compound of 3 characters, in this case a Chinese compound, from hiko, which means flight, flying. Literally, it's the kanji for flying and the one for going. And so, yeah, flight, flying. Hiko, unaccented on its own. Then we have sen, which is the Chinese reading of the kanji for boat, ship, vessel. Not used usually on its own, because of course we use on its own the Japanese, strictly Japanese reading usually, which is fune, accent on the first syllable. There are technical 2 kanji for fune. This is a specific one, the one with the reading sen, Chinese reading sen. But yeah, in this case it's a suffix for ship, boat, vessel. And so yeah, air, as in flying ship. And by the way, hiko-sen is unaccented also. Then we have the topic particle wa, written as ha. And last but not least, we have the verb tomaranai. Comes from tomaru. I think I've mentioned, we have either seen it or I've at least mentioned it before, but never mind that. It's unaccented, tomaru. And it means to stop moving, to come to a stop. It's the intransitive form of the verb. The transitive one is tomeru. Notice yet again the intransitive one in aru, the transitive one in eru. Most likely the one in aru is actually a classical form of the passive. And yeah, and of course because of that then it became the intransitive form of the verb. Also to stop doing, working, and so on, to come to a halt. Of course, in this case, intransitive, so something stops working, for example, something comes to a halt. And yeah, it's a U verb, Godan verb, so we can change the U into A to make the in Japanese it's called the irrealis, or even better, the not yet form, not yet state, by literally translating it, it would be misenke. And it's in modern Japanese. It's used actually for several things, of course, but the most common one, because it's used for something that hasn't happened yet, it's used to make the negative form of the verb in the plain speech, in this case by adding nai after this form. So we change the U into A and then add nai. Nai, as a reminder, is an adjective which means non-existent, not being there. It's actually used also as the negative form of the verb aru, because aru means to be, as in to exist, of inanimate objects. Reminder that for animate ones, and so people and animals, we use iru instead. But yeah, to make the negative form of aru in plain speech, instead of following the rule, like in this case, we simply replace it with nai, since of course nai already has the meaning not being there. For other verbs, it's added to the irrealis form, the not yet state form, to make the negative plain in plain speech. And so yeah, the translation is as for the airships, they, implied, don't stop. So yeah, most likely it's another auto-scroller will try it. Well, of course, we could have predicted it being an auto-scroller, also considering that it's an airship, of course. I wonder if by seeing that they don't stop, if we'll have more than one, or maybe because of its length on its own, we'll see. Okay, we have these. Let's be careful. Okay, we have advanced coin there. Of course I fell there. Okay, now that I know it's there, we'll avoid the top one. And we'll only use those at the bottom. Okay. Let's get rid of my... And you can see now why these enemies are my biggest nemesis in even more than Bowser in this game. If the wrenches. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, we were doing it this time, but of course you have to constantly jump. But jumping on the bullet bill there wasn't the best. Nice. Nice silk song. Of course, I have to be careful about that. Patience, despite the auto-scroller, the auto-scrolling. And this time let's try to avoid the bullet bill range combo. Let's get our mushroom and be on our way. Okay, let's get rid of you. Oh, I barely avoided it there. Okay, this time let's wait a little. Okay, perfect this time. So now I can freely jump, and I actually have to be relatively quick about it. Okay, we did it. Okay. And it's actually, there's a lot of time, as you can see there. So maybe it's simply quite a long level. Oh boy, just missed. Lost my power up before getting it here, so we would have had, but then I lost it again. This time in such a manner. Boy, getting this one will be, well, we simply have to get here, but okay, perfect. Okay, let's be careful with these cannonballs, then my biggest enemies. Okay, let's get a mushroom, please. Thank you. Okay, we should be around halfway through, considering the advanced coins. Wonder if I had to go. Yeah, I had to go the other way for an advanced coin, but oh well. We try to continue like this. Okay. And we're actually at the end. I think. Yeah. We're at the end, but we technically have these. Let's... I want to actually risk it this much. Yeah, no, that's... yeah. Quite risky, but we did it. Okay. Funny enough, we have Lemmy. Didn't expect to see him here. Nah. In the e-reader plus, e-reader plus course. Let's be careful. Oh boy. Honestly, let's actually go back. Again, I rewind in this case, but we'll rewind to the start of the fight. Let's give it one more try, like this. But yeah, by keeping the extra hit, we made it. Yeah, sorry, but... there was a pretty long level, being an auto-scroller. Okay, let me check. Quickly, perfect. We should be fine. Hopefully we are. Yeah, I'll swap to Luigi. Okay. And we should, if we get 2 more advanced coins, we should unlock another Toad House. We'll see. Okay, we actually have a level where that has also an e-reader plus coin, so we try to get that. the title is Ko Ori no Chika de o o Awa Te. First and foremost, we have Ko-ori. We have seen it before, also in this very series. Ko-ori, even though it's written with a different kanji nowadays, from the start technically, it comes from the verb koru, which means to freeze. Then we can make it's a u verb, godan verb, so we can change the u into i to make the continuative form, and so the corresponding noun, kori, and so freezing, but yeah, also ice, and that's the usual meaning of kori. They use different kanji as I mentioned, but yeah, the strictly Japanese words, because these are strictly Japanese words assigned to this kanji, are of course related because of what I mentioned. Both are unaccented. Then we have the possessive particle no. Then we have chika. Which means underground. We check its accent. Literally under we have the under of the ground would be more in Japanese. It's actually a Chinese compound because chi means ground, while ka is means below, down, under, bottom. But yeah, chika, accented on the first syllable, means underground, below the ground. So technically, the underground of the ice, below the ice, we could translate it as. And then we have, of course, the particle de, in this case, at, in, the locative particle. The most common one, we have seen that, well, most common in the sense that it's the one used with most verbs, but there's also ni with the same meanings, but used with verbs of staying, aru and iru, as mentioned before, but also sumu, to live, and so on. And then we have this o awate. I wonder if we can find it as is in the... Okay, yeah, we can find it also as is in the dictionary. But yeah, first and foremost we have o, which is a prefix, which means great, big, great, and so on, large. Major also, so big in that sense, and so on. And then we have awate, which comes from the verb awateru. We check its accent. Okay, unaccented, which means to become confused, disconcerted, disorganized, to be flustered, to panic. By extension, of course, also to hurry, to rush, to hasten. It's a ru verb, it's done verb in this case, so we can drop the ru to make the continuative form of the verb, and so the corresponding noun. Awate would mean haste. In this case. And so, simply we have O before it, and so great haste. Also, another translation here in the dictionary, mad rush, but yeah. Yeah, while I don't have the accent of Awate on its own, it's most likely unaccented. Hopefully it's unaccented, just like the verb. While O Awate, it's accented on the A, so on the first syllable of the second part of the compound, as we have seen a typical position for strictly Japanese compounds. So, Awate. So yeah, the translation is great haste at the underground of the ice, literally. Better translation, great haste under the ice. Okay, we'll give it a try. Hopefully we can find the e-reader plus coin, especially. Of course, even better if we can get some of more advanced coins, considering they actually those have the function to. Okay, most likely my guess is that there is the end of the level. Yeah, we have to go under, and so we have to go around. If that's the case, it's pretty funny. That's always a fun setup, these for levels. Okay, let's drop this here. Perfect. Let's get our advanced coin. Yeah, we still have a leaf here. We actually bring our spring with us. If I can get back there, of course we can, but you never know for sure until you have tried. Yeah, I should have been more careful there. Okay, we could technically... There we have the our exit, I'm pretty sure. Or if it's not an exit, at least... I should be careful. This is small now. At least... okay, here we got a mushroom, nice. If it's not the exit, it should be at least an extra. We see. Okay, let's bring the spring with us. Let's actually try to get into this pipe. Doesn't seem you can. Okay. Okay, let's be careful. I'd like to get a better power up if possible. Yes, thank you. Okay, we also have a star. Sorry, that's... Okay, no, it was destiny. Let's start from the beginning. As we've seen, we weren't far... particularly far into the level, and we can quickly get also the power-ups back. So yeah, let's do that in this case. Okay, let's get our coin there. Let's try to avoid the spiny. Okay. Our coin. Let's get again a leaf. Okay, let's ignore those. Well, that. Luckily there was only one. I thought that there would be more. Wow, amazing. I got hit by the Goomba. Completely didn't notice it. get this. A leaf. I wonder if I have to actually fly up there. Yeah, didn't even think about it before. And yeah, then that pipe there is the exit. Good thing. So good thing I actually had to start it again. Okay, so we can go here. Ah, yeah, and there's an advanced coin, but we have to run this time. Perfect. Got some coins, but even though we don't need them in this case. Still wonder what that counter was last time. Yeah, never mind. Okay, we have these. Yeah, no. Didn't make it this time. Oh, okay, and actually we want to make it since there's the... we'll bring the spring here to actually be able to easily get back up there. But yeah, we definitely want to get that since we have seen it's the Iridium Plus coin. Again, they don't unlock anything, but they're nice to have since they decorate the castle. And by the way, I've checked, I've seen that more floors were actually planned, and that's why it says first floor. But at the end, they didn't make more levels with Iridium coins, and so yeah, it should be only the first floor, and that's why we couldn't access them. Okay, now I have to be faster and duck at the very last moment. Easier said than done, but you know, especially if I do that, I have to actually take go from here. Let's try it. Okay, maybe yes, perfect. I wonder if you can actually make it without going under that block and then being pushed, but we did it and that's what matters. I'm worried, kind of worried about the time now. Yeah, considering that. Okay, now we have this. Let's get our star and be on our way. Yeah, the star is nice here to avoid these. Okay, just a coin there. Oh boy. All the shells coming at us. Okay, I wonder if there's something up there, but to see... Okay, no, nothing. Oh boy, and we are running out of time. So let's get... Incredibly got the advanced coin there easily. Okay, I'm kind of worried. So yeah, we actually have to do this. I see what it wants. Okay, no. We actually have to... Okay, I'll try it. Okay, no, I actually can't, so let's ignore that. And yeah, it's the end of the level. Ah, too bad I didn't get a star. Because honestly, we would need the lives now. Not that it matters, I think, but... And yeah, as you can see, with 51 advanced coins, so yeah, 50 as I said, we've unlocked a new Toad House. So we'll swap to Mario and check it out. And yeah, good thing, because we have a new minigame and so new dialogue. I'd say though that, well, let's actually check this out, and after that we'll take our usual break. Okay, first and foremost we have San Kai Tamao Atete item Getto. First and foremost we have San Kai our usual numeral plus counter combination, 3 pronounced as sun with its Chinese reading, of course, because Kai is the Chinese read of Chinese origin, the Chinese reading of the kanji. Kai, as we have seen, it's the counter for the number of occurrences, so times, and so 3 times. Its accent should be on the sun, but I can quickly check it. I'll take the physical dictionary. Actually took out 2 dictionaries this time. Our usual one if we need it later, but now another one because this one has the numeral plus counter combinations for the accents. So we'll check this one for now. We have to find this Kai. There is another Kai, but it's clearly not this one. And funny enough, I can mention that the other Kai is the one for floor. So first floor, second floor, and so on. How you can distinguish between the two? Actually, thanks to the accent. As I can see here, the one for floors is seemingly always unaccented. So that's nice. While this one is accented, unfortunately not always in the same spots. As we have seen before, I think also with the other minigame in the e-reader plus world, once, so one time is Ikai, accented on the Ka. Twice, 2 times, is Ni Kai, also accented on the Ka. This one is San Kai, still accented on the Ka. But then we have, for the 4, Yon Kai. As a reminder again, Yon is actually the strictly Japanese reading of the kanji. Is the strictly Japanese number 4. It's used in this case with the count with a Chinese counter because of again the Chinese reading of the number 4 being barely used only in certain combinations because it has the same pronunciation "si" as the kanji for death, and so yeah, they prefer avoiding it. So yon, and could be actually because of that actually that the rule changes in this case, and yeah, it's actually accented on the yo, so yonkai. Then there are the other ones, but we won't stick to them. So usually, except for some combinations, it's accented on the ka for this counter. Yes, Sankai 3 times. Then we have Tama, which means ball. Also sphere, globe, orb, also bead, or sweat, dew, and so on, drop, droplet, even though then of course also ball in sports, other extended meanings, but yeah, the fundamental meaning is ball. The accent is on the ma, okay, on the last syllable, tama. Then we have the object particle o, tamao. So, by the way, we can, this is one of those cases where we can actually hear the accent on the last syllable of a word because we have the following particle. If it were on its own, tama would have the same accent as unaccented words. But yeah, in this case we can hear that then the particle is low, so tamao. And that's why we know it's accented on the last syllable. Then we have the verb atete from ateru. We have seen it before, not sure if in this, I think potentially also in this series, but yeah, it's the verb which means to hit. The transitive form of the verb. The intransitive one is ataru. I think both are unaccented, but yeah, ateru, and the other one should be ataru. So again, the intransitive in aru, the transitive in eru, most likely the one in aru, is actually classical passive form. But yeah, the fundamental meaning is to hit. Other extended meanings, but for example, to make a hit in a lottery. But yeah, and other ones that don't interest us. It's a ru verb, it's done verb, so we can drop the ru to add then the te and make the te form. In this case, it could be technically also the meaning and, the action, everything said up to the point and then the rest of the sentence. In this case, let's say better by hitting, because then we have item getto, of course, item get from English. We check their accents, but they should be on, like in it, yes, item on the a, on the first syllable. Getto should also be. Well, getto we have seen because of the panel getto, for example, the panel get at the end of stages. Even though it isn't shown in this dictionary, let's check the physical one quickly. Let's see if I could find it before and I'm simply forgetting. Although my guess, of course, in such a case would be anyway to follow the accent in English. Yeah, and it is getto, accented on the ge, just like in English. So yeah, the translation is by hitting the balls 3 times. You get an item, literally item, it's implied an item get. Then we have the rest, which is ikai, ju, sanju coin, hitsuyo desu. It's actually the same as the other minigame, but we quickly go through it again. Ikai, I've already mentioned it once. Then we have sanju, 30 in Japanese. Again, we simply add san, the number 3, before ju, which means 10. So 3 times 10, 30. If we wanted to then make the number 31, we would add the 1 after the 10, the ju. And so, plus 1, and it would become sanju ichi. we won't check the accents of those since it becomes quite complicated, but as we have seen before, on its own, if I recall correctly, Sanju is accented on the sa, on the first syllable. Then we have, of course, coin, so 30 coins. And then we have Hitsuyo. Hitsuyo, it's means need as the noun, necessity, but it's also used as an adjective, necessary, needed. Should be unaccented, and I think we have seen it. Yeah, it's unaccented last time. And last but not least, being an adjective, while you could technically omit it to make it shorter, but it's not the rule. The rule is that in that case you should add the copula, and yeah, we have it in this case. We have des, the polite one. So once, one try, you could say, 30 coins are needed. And yeah, we have to spend 30 coins to play this minigame again, just like last time. So we'll do it. As we have seen, we spend our total of coins, not the ones we currently have. So the 1070. Good thing, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to play it. Okay, so we actually... okay, I see how it is, because I was wondering, because yeah, you actually have to hit it all the times. Yeah, we ran out of time. And I wonder if the ball also disappears. You have to, most likely have to hit it all the time. So we try it once more. Have the same explanation. So this time we have seen actually what happens. Well, okay, and interesting, since we have a much better item. Too bad we won't be able to get it by doing that. Not even that, of course. Yeah, we missed it. But yeah, as you've seen, that was the feather from Super Mario World. So, interestingly enough, it's actually included here. Wonder if we'll be able to find it while playing some of the levels. But yeah, this time we'll say, of course, again, this we have translated last time. I simply translated without explaining it. Will you or do you, simply because the verb is in the present, can be used also for the future. Play once more. Yeah, we could say we can say hi, yes, or yeah, no. This time we say no. Okay, now that we have played that, we'll actually take our usual break now, around 5 minutes as usual, and when we're back we'll continue with these levels, the reader levels. Okay. See you in around 5 minutes. And we are back. And so we can now play a new level. This one, which is called Tanuki Sutsu no Himitsu. First and foremost, we have Tanuki Sutsu. Of course, the Tanuki suit. Tanuki should be accented. I think we've seen it once before. Should be accented on the first syllable, and it is. Is the raccoon dog. Also, as I mentioned, a yokai. Part of the Japanese folklore. And then we of course have Sutsu from English. Suit. We check its accent in the dictionary. Okay, accented on the su as expected on the first syllable, just like in English, Sutsu. Of course, notice that well, the long vowel, but that makes sense. Just like what's more notable is the tsu. Of course, because Japanese doesn't have t on its own, and so they had to add a vowel to it. And the usual one, usually it's u. But of course, in the case of the tagyo, the ta column, it's ta, chi, tsu, te, to. That's why usually for most words from English they actually add o instead. Seen, for example, in island, like in Yoshi's Yoshi Island or Yoshi's Island, and other words. But this one, it actually became like this. So yeah, simply remember that suit becomes sutsu because of this. Then we have the possessive particle no. And last but not least, we have himitsu. I think I mentioned it in our The Legend of Zelda series, to contrast it with Naisho. Naisho, as we have seen, secret, as in the infamous secret, the infamous sentence, it's a secret to everyone, the literal translation of the Japanese one. So actually keep it a secret from everyone, but the secret there is naisho, accented by the way on the last syllable, naisho. But yeah, I mentioned himitsu because it also means secret, but it's actually the word used more often and not in that expression. Yeah, when you find some secret of, like in this case, secret of the Tanuki suit, it's himitsu. And I think, no, it's actually himitsu unaccented, so luckily in that case regular, as per, since himitsu of course is yet another Chinese compound of two characters. Secret, mystery, could also say, but yeah, the fundamental word is meaning is secret, because actually mystery, there's another word used for it more often than not, which is nazo. Should be, by the way, that one Okay, also an accented, even though that's technically of strictly Japanese origin. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, the translation is Secret of the Tanuki Suit. So I guess we'll get a Tanuki suit in this level. But yeah, let's give it a try. As Mario, yeah. I had already swapped characters. Okay, we enter here. I've seen that there's a door up here, and it's actually here. And yeah, I bet it's simply, yeah, it wants us to get the Tanuki. Okay, no, actually, we got a fire flower. Okay. But because we can actually continue for now. Okay, I wonder how... Okay, we got rid of the Micro Goomba by entering the door in that case, but I'm not sure how we are supposed to get rid of it usually. Okay, there, definitely we have to fly. I guess the coins are there because of that. But we need a leaf. Or actually... Yeah, no, this is another door, so... Let's actually quickly go back here. And try to fly up there. For getting the running start here, it's not as easy, but yeah, we actually got it. Okay, we need to destroy these. But unfortunately, we don't have enough vegetables. Wonder if I can get one here. Because of course it's back, and yeah, you have to get the one outside. Which combined with this frees the advanced coin. So perfect. Good thing we checked. I wonder what's up here. Okay, we have these. Well, first and foremost, let's check the door we already entered. This one. And then where this goes. Okay, that's a fake door, since you can't then re-enter from there. Wonder if they're all fakes, but... this might be closer to... Okay, this feels actually like a new door, but it seems like an invisible labyrinth, but we can't actually access it from here, apparently. Okay, let's actually see if we can get somewhere from here. No, that's a trick. Okay, we have this, but maybe we have to fly here. But yeah, if I had to fly, unfortunately, I think we won't be able to. Okay, no, we actually can by stealing those. I think I see what it wants us to do there. Yeah, and this goes here, yeah. I got it, but we have to go back there to do it the other way around. Worried about the time. Should start looking for... Oh boy, we actually have to... Okay, no, we can actually do it like this. Okay. So yeah, while we have to time it... to hurry. Okay. Now, like this. Let's hope we can make it in time here. Please, please, please. Okay. We made it. Perfect. Please go away. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else in this door, but we'll quickly check. Because I focused on the puzzle and didn't check everything else. But there was anything or... Technically there's this block, but... Ah, okay, we can actually enter. Okay, yeah, another one of these levels that scroll from far when you go to the side, then you go show up at the other one. And good thing we did it, since there was an advanced coin. But yeah, now getting... We really should also focus on trying to find, since we have only 100 seconds left, trying to find the exit. You know, that was, I think, the exit. We just came from there. And quickly check. No, we can't enter that. Try to run. Honestly, fly this time. And we actually have the end of the level here. And we'll have to take it because we definitely don't have the time. Yeah, we got some more advanced coins. So that's what matters. Yeah, we didn't check, see what the deal was with the invisible room with invisible blocks. But anyway, let's swap to Luigi. Funny enough, also Luigi is a Tanuki. Even more so considering what he becomes in the more recent Mario games with the same power-up, but we'll see that when the time comes. Okay, let's tackle another level, of course starting with its title. Hen Shin Mario de Tsuki Susume. First and foremost, we have Hen Shin, which should mean transformation. In this case, there are other technically Hen Shin, but yeah, in this case, it's definitely that one, considering the context. So funny enough, also similar to the level above with the Tanuki suit. In this case, we have Hen Shin, which means transformation. These guys also shape-shifting, morphing. It's a Chinese compound. Literally change the kanji for to change and the one for body. You might recall that we have seen the one for body with the Chinese reading Tai, but this is a different one with the reading Shin. Hen Shin is unaccented, luckily, as expected. Then we of course have Mario. So transforming, I'd say in this case, or well, even better by keeping the translations also in the dictionary. Shape-shifting Mario. Then we have the particle de. In this case, again, I'd say the means, so with shape-shifting Mario. And last but not least, we have a verb, a compound verb again, which is Tsuki Susume from Tsuki Susumu. First we have Tsuki from Tsuku. This one, it's actually not the one we've seen before, which was the one again to join, to attach the intransitive form, or the one to arrive. This one is a different verb, and by the way, unaccented in this case, so it also helps the accent to distinguish them, other than, of course, the context. Tsuku means to prick, to stab, to poke, also to prod, to push, to thrust, to nudge, to hit, to strike. Other extended meanings, including generic to attack, but yeah, the fundamental meanings are to stab or to thrust, I'd say. It's a U verb codan verb, so we can change the U into I to make the continuative form. And in this case, to attach the second verb part of the compound, which is susumu, should be unaccented, if I recall correctly, because we have seen it before. I think in this case in the Kirby's Adventure series, because I'm pretty sure it was one of the verbs on the signs when going back, or in this case fourth and fourth between levels, that is words in Kirby terms. But yeah, susumu, unaccented, yes, means to advance, to go forward. Other extended meanings, but yeah. So, the meaning of Tsuki Susumu, by the way, accented, despite the second verb being unaccented, so be careful, means to push on, to plunge forward, to push one's way to. And so yeah, we have the push meaning of Tsuku combined with Susumu, which means to go forward, to advance, to push on, and of course also in the sense to plunge forward. It's a U verb codan verb, Susumu on its own, and so also the compound. So we can change the U into E to make the imperative form in plain speech. So the translation is push on with, we could say also the as. By the way, potentially that the de could also be the te form of the copula. Honestly, in this case, both could work. Maybe even better with the copula. As shape-shifting Mario. So yeah, we'll play this level. Funny enough, of course it mentions Mario, but we're playing it as Luigi. We'll see what this shape-shifting entails. Okay, first and foremost, we have all these chips. There we if we can make it there, we'll get the feather, which would be pretty cool. Okay, let's try it. Oh boy, we actually have to be pretty quick, I think. Yeah, no. By doing it like that, I wonder. This pipe, where does it go? It seems like it goes here, but then this one. Ah, okay, it goes immediately up here. Okay, so this time let's actually... Ah, no, we actually can't take it too bad. So yeah, we actually have to go... take the long way. So let's try to do it this time. Okay, let's... I think maybe already too slow, but... yeah, here it would be pretty useful to already have frog suit, but luckily these one were the problematic ones. This one we can destroy by being big. And so we actually get the cape. The cape from Super Mario World. We shouldn't be in Super Mario Bros. 3, but of course these are the e-reader levels, taking elements from all Mario games. Not only Super Mario Advance ones, as I thought at first, because we have seen actually poison mushrooms also, which are from Super Mario Bros. 2, the lost levels, as we have seen since we have played through that already. But yeah, let's take our Advance coin and leave. Pretty cool to have the leaf. Sorry, the leaf. The feather. The leaf, on the other hand, is already in Super Mario Bros. 3. It originated from it. Actually, should have kept it. Yeah, let's try it this time. Let's try to actually use the cape as intended to fly. And here it is. Okay, we actually had something there, but unfortunately... Okay, we can get up here by running. Up these blocks, also from Super Mario World. I wonder what's down here. Okay, we actually... we had to go there, unfortunately. My bet would be that there would be a frog suit, since that would be pretty useful underwater, and it's most likely required to actually enter that. Too bad. Yeah, we have also these fish, these kind of chips, which are also from Super Mario World. As we'll also see when we finally play it for the channel.
Here I go.
Okay, let's get... Yeah, we missed a coin. Most likely it was in that pipe with the current. Trying to get... oh boy, yeah, that we're not getting, unfortunately. Like to get this if possible. Unfortunately, bye to that mushroom as well. Okay, we are getting the leaf again. I can... maybe I see what they want us to do here. Run, 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 run. To then jump and fly. Too bad that I hit there. Yeah, unfortunately, I missed that. Try to... we can go... Nope, we can't go back. So yeah, unfortunately, we simply have to continue like this. Oh boy. Wonder if the switch is back. Hopefully it is, because otherwise we would be stuck, and I doubt that would be the case. Yeah, the switch is back, so we have to do that. And actually it's required to... well, if I do it like this, we're not going anywhere. Boy, I feel like we will... well, if I do this, we'll definitely not make it in time, but Hope we can at least get more information about what's up there. And we have this... yeah, and there's another switch. Time up, of course, we have seen it once before. Yeah, let's try it again this time. Too bad that we are small, so we can't do the trick again for the advanced coin, and so we'll actually have to be faster this time. Let's hope I can make it in time this. Okay, I did it. Nice. And of course now we finally get the cape immediately with the feather. Yeah, we don't need this actually, but okay, it's actually nice since it show we would have those. Oh boy, and I actually lost the cape again. So we actually have to get it again. Honestly, considering that we'll go back to the map. By the way, actually, let's quickly show this menu. We have Suzukeru, we have seen it in the usual menu. To continue. Sleep, also seen in the usual menu. To sleep, as in the sleep mode of Game Boy Advance. And last but not least, and this is what I don't think we have seen before, Map ni Modoru. Or maybe we have seen it, but it's worth mentioning again, also considering it's the option I picked. Map, of course, map from English. Should be accented also as such. It is on the ma, on the first syllable. Notice the doubling of the consonant in Japanese. Ni, in this case, to. Modoru, to go back, the opposite of Susumu, also in the sense that it's what the sign to go backwards, to go to the previous level, and so, as in the word in Kirby's Adventure was to return, to go back, Motoru. This one we've seen multiple times. But yeah, let's pick that option. And so start this level again. And this time let's well, I stick with that. Let's be careful. I'll keep my mistakes since it was at the very start of a level. Yeah, these chips are kind of annoying. But yeah, we did it. Okay, so again, we have to be fast. Yeah, no, this time I don't think I'll make it. Yeah, we didn't get these, unfortunately. Okay, let's hit it again. Okay, this time it's similar to our successful try, so we could make it. Okay, barely so this time, because we got only one, but we did it. So let's go down. That's it, the switch to get the extra coins. Even though, what matters? Well, not if I do that. But yeah, the coins would show that we would go then, here then. Let's run up. to actually get these. And then let's take the pipe. This time, this one, the correct one, and yeah, as expected, we get the frog suit. Let's try to keep it to then access that pipe at the bottom. And also because honestly it's quite useful, yeah, to access these. And as expected, here's the second advance coin. And of course it's useful also here with all those fishes. Yeah, I wish I had these you had these in Super Mario World. Yeah, oops, lost it, but it doesn't matter since we have to get the feather anyway. Let's get our 1-up here. And leave. Let's get our feather.
Just what I needed.
And let's hit the switch. Not pick it up, then run. Fly. Let's make it up here. And okay, we have these. Wonder which. Let's try up here first. Okay, up there's actually. Here there's the advance coin. But we can't actually. We have to go from the bottom for it. Okay, let's actually take this path. Okay, no, not this one. So yeah, we actually have to go up here. Or better, I think we could do this, but then we have to fly again. Yeah. Then do this, but of course then I have to not fall. Let's do it. Well, not if I keep on picking up that. Fortunately, by doing that, it doesn't respawn. Okay, like this it did. Okay, nice. Please don't pick it up yet again. Okay, let's get our advance coin. The fourth one is expected. Let's enter the pipe above. Because of course my guess would be that the one above is less accessible. So could be the one with... well, of course if I don't do that mistake. Could be the one leading us to the final advance coin. And hopefully also the end of the level, because we are running out of time. We have this. And yeah, we had it, and you have to kind of float with the cape. Like this. Okay, perfect. Yeah, the other pipe wouldn't have let us get it. Okay, let's try to get star panel. Nope, no star panel, and so no more 1-ups for us when we get the next one. Okay, and funny enough, we can see Luigi with the cape also in the overworld, thanks to that. We'll swap to Mario.
Mario.
To play this level, Kutsu o hai te GO! Go! Literally written in English. But yeah, first and foremost, we have Kutsu, which means shoes, shoe. Of course, it doesn't. The singular and the plural isn't distinguished in Japanese unless you want to specify the plural with pluralizing suffixes like tachi, the doubling of the word in certain cases. But yeah, more often than not, the same word could be either singular or plural, just like in this case. Kutsu, I think it's accented on the last syllable. Yes, it is. So yeah, shoe, shoes, boots, footwear, footgear. But yeah, fundamental meaning, shoe. I think we've seen it in this very series actually before because of the Goomba's shoe in one of Peach's letters. But yeah, then we have the object particle o. Then we have the verb haite from haku. Could be, there are several haku, but this one, because of the context, because of the object before it, it's definitely the one which means to put on, to wear. By the way, unaccented, so haku. But yeah, to put on, and it's specific for lower body clothing. For example, pants, skirt, and yeah, footwear. So, in our case, shoes. As we have seen before, there are several verbs which mean to wear in Japanese, depending on which, on where you put these clothes. This one is for lower body clothing, and funny enough, we've seen the one for before. We've even studied its kanji for upper body clothing, more specifically from the shoulders down, which is kiru. Actually unaccented also, so kiru. And yeah, it's a verb, codant verb, so to make the te form, like in this case, we have to follow the rules. Being in ku, it means that it becomes I, te, again, most likely because it first became ki, so the continuative form, then the k dropped, and so only I remained ha, I, te. So unaccented, of course, the te form, because the verb is unaccented. Te form in this case required because to make the meaning by doing the action of the verb, I'd say. Or you could say also do the action and. So, wear the shoe. I suspect it would be, of course, the usual Goomba's shoe again. And go. By the way, or otherwise go by wearing the Goomba shoe. By the way, here it's written go is written in English twice with exclamation marks after each one. But yeah, the pronunciation of go in Japanese, it's go with a long vowel, of course, because it mimics the go, the O sound of English, but they don't have it in Japanese, and so it simply becomes a long O, and is accented as expected. So on the go, on the first syllable, go, and simply go, just like in English. So let's try it, and I suspect we'll have that go, we'll have to hurry while wearing the shoe. Or maybe not even hurrying, but yeah, we will most likely need the shoe. But yeah, let's try it. Okay, let's enter the pipe. Okay, no, we actually have to hurry, but not as I expected. Wonder what... Why? Ah, okay, it gives us the shoe here. Okay. Actually, take these coins then. Good thing I checked, otherwise we wouldn't have got the shoe there. I wonder if it will get rid of it. Nope. Yeah, no, good thing I checked, otherwise... not sure if another shoe shows up. Well, most likely it will, but hopefully it does. But yeah, luckily we have it. Okay, let's make this jump because I suspect that's death there. Okay, we would have to hit a P-switch there and then hurry for this. Okay. P-switch, which is the one here. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, let's do it. To get our advance coin. Okay. Let's go up. Okay, we have a door. Where this door takes us. Ah, okay, it brings you here if in case you need a spare shoe. Okay. Okay, so we have that. Oh boy. Yeah, now I see why you might need a spare shoe. I think we have, yeah, we have to go all the way around there. And yeah, you have to make the jump there. Ah, okay. Oh boy. Try actually to come back, but yeah, no. We can't make it. So the first part is easy, but we have to be careful about that one. Too bad that we lost the power up by doing that, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, no. We wait here for the shoe. We get the coins here instead of those from the P-switch. Get, of course, our advanced coin especially. Let's move on. Okay. Let's get these coins. Literally 3 coins. Why not get them when they're there for us to take? Unless, of course, it's actually simply to make you lose time, but honestly, I don't think that will be the issue. The issue is making the jumps and not getting hit by the twomps in the last part. Okay, let's go up here. Let's hit this. Let's make it here. Let's run. Perfect. And we made it. Yeah, this part is quite simple. This is where it becomes problematic. Okay, this time let's wait. But of course then we have to make the jump. Honestly, we'll actually stick to it. Because honestly, I don't think we'll be able to play a different... Wahoo! Indeed, when we don't die. With all these jumps, even more so with the shoe. All the bouncing. But yeah, I don't think we would have had time for another level anyway, so we replay this legitimately unless we get really close to the time when the stream, then I rewind. But by doing so, we'll also get some more coins, which honestly is really nice. Okay. Let's jump here. Let's get this. Kind of worried that... okay. We made it in time. No issues. Let's go up. Okay, now... it starts with these swamps. Yeah, these levels, especially ones like these, really feel... oh boy, yeah. No. In this case, we didn't even die, but we would have had to die there. So, I'd rather not do that, because I fell by mistake. Yeah, these levels, especially ones like this one, really feel like Mario Maker levels. Okay, there most likely is the exit. This I feel that is for the advance coin. Okay, you know what? We'll give it a try by rewinding. We'll definitely not replaying the whole level because of this. Okay. And yeah, you get the advance coin here. And then you have to be careful when you go back to then get back here, which is definitely the end of the level. And yeah, I was thinking of being a level involving these plants, but no. It involved spikes and also thwomps unexpectedly, but yeah. Those plants only at the end. But yeah, with that, we've finished this level. And yeah, I swapped to Luigi. We definitely don't have the time to play another level, so we'll simply save. We've seen this before. And yeah, continues to say 38. At this point, I think it's the number of levels available. Yeah, we should have saved as Luigi, and yeah, the last level we played was that one. So yeah, next time we'll continue with those. But can now go back to the title. It's the game. And yeah, next time for the Let's Learn Japanese with series, we continue this one, of course, Super Mario Advance 4. We have more e-reader plus levels to play, and we'll continue to do so until we finish them all. But of course, unless plans change, well, that should be on Monday as usual. Unless plans change, we also have a stream on Sunday, and mostly just for fun game. And since you might have seen in a previous episode on the side that my copy of Sonic Racing Crosswords has arrived. And so yeah, I was thinking of playing that again, but this time not the test, but the full release. So see you on Sunday for that. See you on Monday for more Super Mario Advance 4. And yeah, see you next time.